All right, cool. So let's move on to the next video here, which is how to prepare product photos using AI photography, and we're gonna start generating images very soon. Okay, so let's get right into it. So essentially, what we want to do is to get the client photo and prepare them if we need to. So thankfully for this example here, this is one of the simplest case here, because the image, if you can see, it's not high resolution, but it's not, you can read the text, it's not blurry text or anything. So I could almost do with this image, okay, but we're gonna still prepare it. Okay, so let's call it 24-hour cream. Okay, and so we have it in a folder here. There we go. And what I can do, so what we want to do is save the image in a folder on your computer. That's the first thing. So what I like to do, I like to organize my folder. So I'll just put like one for the product, okay, and I'll do another folder for the inspiration, and then a last one for the deliverables. Okay, so for me, the inspiration is gonna be like these images here. So let me see, can I just drag the image? No, I can't. So I'll just save the image. Inspiration 1, inspiration 2, and then inspiration 3. Okay, you just want to have like some kind of structure, because again, if I need to come back to this in 6 months time, I don't want to have to do all this work again. We do it once, and then it's easier to do our work. Okay, so what else? So what you want to do usually is you want to upscale this image. There are several ways to upscale. I can upscale with my software design here, which I'm probably gonna do, or you can use a platform like, I think it's called Upsampler. Is it Upsampler? Yeah, Upsampler is a great platform. It works pretty good. This got my recommendation as the best upscaling platform, because it's good at not making the models, the faces look worst, because usually with Upscaler it kind of makes the skins more plastic, smoother rather than realer. So this is a great one, upsampler.com. Okay, and so you can use that, or we can do it in design, which we're going to do here. Okay, so let's go and set it up. First, we'll need to set up a new brand. So I'll go to brand, I'll go to new brand, I'll call it LELA. Industry is cosmetics, and you remember we did our preparation work before, so this should go fast. Primary color is black, then we have this kind of brownish, and then we have white. Okay, target audience, woman 25-35, I believe. Brand personality, what did we have? We have natural, authentic, value, family. Font style is sans serif. Visual style, it's going to be photorealistic kind of brand. So then we go on create brand. That's it, the brand is created, and then we create a new chat, and this is going to be about 24-hour cream. Okay, and yeah, I could include this as instruction, or I will just ask my assistant to do that here. So then let's start by letting the assistant know what we're on about. So we're going to create some lifestyle AI photography. It's not lifestyle, I think we had another term here. Yeah, lifestyle editorial product photography for a brand called LELA. Here is the campaign instructions. If you can save that. Okay, I'll switch to agent mode here in the campaign. All right, so with our assistant here, obviously, depending on what you use, you could use, for everything I'm doing, the model that we use is Nano Banana. Okay, so we could use Nano Banana. Here I'm just using my platform design, because I created an AI assistant that is trained like me, that understands everything I understand, essentially. and so it just makes it easier for me, and it's just faster. Okay, so now she got the information. So basically now she edited our campaign instructions. You can see here, emphasize natural ingredients, olive oil, lifestyle imagery, maintain contemporary natural language, so that basically now she'll be on track with the campaign. Okay, she'll know what the campaign is about. I won't need to repeat that part again. Okay, so what we are trying to do first is to upload the image, and we're gonna essentially upscale it. Okay, that's the first part, because this image is fine. I don't need to upscale it, but I'll still show it to you, in case you need to do it yourself. So I went to my ingredients panel here, I uploaded my ingredient, and then click on add ingredient. So you can see here it's attached here, or I could add more. All right, now see, so first let's upscale the main product image to 2K or something, and keep it on a white or light background. Okay, and try to do like 3 concepts, 3 angles. Okay, and then just press enter. Okay, so the good thing with Awa is that you can talk to her. I tend to humanize this assistant, which is probably not a good thing, but you can talk to her like you would a regular person, essentially. Okay, so now she's basically just confirming I'll upscale the product to 3K, and so now she's working on it, essentially. So she's gonna do the upscale, and she's gonna create the product image. This is the second step, really. Okay, so really what you want to do is make sure you have an upscaled version of the product image of at least 1000 times 1000. Okay, I think this is the minimum. So let's see what she did here. Okay, so she did like a few angles, which is what I asked, essentially. So that's perfect. I can work with that. Okay, I could also ask her to isolate. Can you just do 1 angle per image, please, instead? Okay, so I'll ask her to do that as well, so that we have a couple of versions. Okay, but this is good materials to have, certainly, because like the image I had at first, this one, it's only 500 pixels times 500 pixels. Okay, which is okay, especially because we can see the text. So the text is readable. If the text was unreadable, that would be an issue for the AI, because it would make up the text. So this is just okay. This could work because the text is readable, but still I like my resolution to be at least 1000 times 1000 pixels. Okay, so that's why I asked her to do a bunch of 2K image. Okay, and now you can see she's doing the images in a single one image. So you can see it's clearer already. We get all the details out there, but the text is much sharper because it's a higher resolution. So this is what we want. So I'm just gonna download this image here, and I'm gonna download one of these here. And by the way, I could make sure that this is matching the real image by looking at comparison mode here. So now on the right I have my original image, on the left I have the AI generated one. So I can see it's pretty accurate. So I think I will take this one. Okay, download image. So now I go to my folder here, and these are the 2 images I want, and I'll move them to product. Okay, so now if anything happens, I have my images here. They're in high enough definition, and this was the original image, that it will work with AI. So these are 2K images, so it's almost overkill, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so that's what you want to do. Whatever software you want to use is to upscale to at least 1000 times 1000 pixels. Okay, make sure if any text, it's readable. So this is very important, and this ensures that we get the best output possible. And then you want to save these upscaled images in a folder. Okay, so again, this is just to make our life easier in the future. And essentially that's all the work we have to do for now. So in the next video, we're gonna start out creating the actual AI photography. So as you can see, lots of preparation work, but we do this because we focus on quality here. Quality is the key word, and to do that we need to do it right. Okay, so something I forgot to mention here that I didn't do is I would probably copy the description of the product here as well. Okay, so this is just for my reference. You probably won't understand anything because it's in French here, but this is just so that yeah, I know what the product is. I understand it. It's pretty important to have that. You know, sometimes you might use this in the prompt. Most of the time you will not. This is important here. We have the capacity is 50 millimeter, so this gives us indication of the size. So that's pretty important. And then we have the ingredients. I'll still copy them here. So I like to have all my product information kind of in one place, so that, you know, in the future, again, I can come back to here if I'm wondering, like, what is the size, what is the supposed to be the size of that jar. I can come back here and say, okay, it's 50 millimeter, which is a pretty important information to have. And yeah, that's it. That's all the prep work. And in the next video, we're going to start generating AI photography imagery. So I'll see you in the next video.